Hi, I'm Annie Moller. I'm an autistic, ADHD leadership and life coach based in Melbourne, Australia. I work with neurodivergent leaders and professionals, people who want to thrive at work and in life, but without burning out or pretending to be someone that they're not. One of the frameworks I use in my work is called positive intelligence. It's a neuroscience based mental fitness program that helps us to build the capacity to shift from stress and sabotage into curiosity, creativity, and calm. A core part of that program is something called PQ reps, short, simple sensory practices that help you to quiet the noise in your head just a little and come back to your body in the moment. If you'd like to jump ahead to the guided PQ rep session, I've added a timestamp below. And if you'd prefer to hear a little bit more first or need to feel safer in your body before diving in, stay with me. Let's start slow together. PQ reps are especially useful for neurodivergent brains because they're not about clearing the mind, they're about anchoring it. So let's talk about what PQ reps actually are and what they're not. PQ reps aren't about completely clearing your mind and being zen for 30 minutes. That doesn't work for most of us with ADHD or sensory differences anyway. They're not meditation, they're not spiritual. A PQ rep is just a moment, 10 seconds, where you gently bring your attention to one of your senses. You might rub your fingertips together slowly and notice the ridges, a little bit of a stim. Or you might take a deep breath and feel the air through your nose. Or tune into a quiet sound in the room or far away. That's it. It's a rep, like a gym rep, for your attention and for your ability to have self-command of your thoughts rather than just running on autopilot. What it's doing is building your ability to shift out of survival brain, what we call saboteur mode, and into a calmer, more creative space. In positive intelligence, that's called sage mode. It's the part of your brain that helps with curiosity, clarity, empathy, and forward momentum. Over time, these micro practices help you build mental fitness, which is just a fancy way of saying you'll bounce back from stress faster, make clearer decisions, and be less hijacked by spirals. When I was an executive leader, I ran on cortisol, adrenaline, and masking my inner world to others and to myself. At 41, I was diagnosed as autistic, ADHD, and with complex PTSD. I was extremely dissociated from my body, so I couldn't recognize the signs of burnout and when I needed to rest or slow down. PQ reps helped me to do that. So now, throughout my day, I do PQ reps. That might mean pausing for 10 seconds to notice and slow down my breathing just to bring my activation down a little bit. Or it might be a 12-minute PQ gym rep session before a big speaking event that I know is going to make me feel really anxious. Now, before we start, I do want to acknowledge that for some people, turning inwards and tuning into their body can feel a bit overwhelming or maybe even unsafe. So if that's you, you're not doing it wrong. You might just need to adapt the rep or skip it today. That's totally valid. You can always pause, you can always come back later, or you can just start with 10 seconds and see how it feels. Now, I'm in a chair. You might be lying down on your bed. I'm going to encourage you to just find a nice comfortable position wherever you are and just close down your eyes. I find that helps me to just feel a little bit less activated. Now, take 4 nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. You might want to put your hand on your chest or stomach as you're doing this, just to really connect with the physical sensations. There's no need to count, there's no perfect way to do this. Just fill your lungs to the bottom on the in-breath, and then just breathe out through the mouth. Now relax your breathing down to its natural rhythm. And just notice your body in space and where it's contacting. Maybe your chair or your bed. You might notice your feet on the floor, your seat on the chair, your lower back, and notice where your hands are resting. Notice the weight. And if your mind is drifting, just gently bring it back to your physical sensations. Now press all 10 of your toes down into the ground. You might need to give them a wiggle to find them all. Now take a finger and a thumb, and with such gentle attention, just press them together, rub them together, and notice the ridges. Now take the fingers and palm against the fingertips and palm of the other hand, and just notice those sensations of touch. You might notice the temperature. And it might be ticklish, but just make it feel nice, not uncomfortable. Now cast your attention to the ambient sounds in your environment. And try and tune in to the sounds that are the furthest away. And now notice the sounds that are the closest to you. And if you haven't noticed the sound of your breathing, notice the sound of your breathing. And take one last nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just relax the sensations of tension in your body where you can feel it. Now, you might notice your mind chatter is just a little quieter. You might feel just a little bit calmer. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.